What's up, everybody? It's your old pal David, and this is Kill or Love. It's like a visual novel situation, anime, psychological thriller, something or other. But we're gonna check it out. See what's going on here. This is work of fiction, so it's completely fake. Nothing real here. Jack? There's a voice calling to me. Wake up, Jack. It's a woman's voice. I want to keep on sleeping, but it doesn't seem like she'll give up soon. That bitch. I open my eyes. Good morning. Did you sleep well? I know her, not just because she is my nurse. I've known her for a long time now. She's been in my dreams a lot. Her name is Anna. What, can't talk? Is your throat too dry? Hang on a sec. Well, she comes back with some water in a paper cup. She helps me sit up, then puts the cup to my mouth and lets me drink. Good. Feeling better now? Yeah. Thanks. Great. Are you comfortable here? Can you sleep well? Whoa. Back off. You're getting all up in my grills. How was your leg? Does it hurt? Are you bored? Oh, woman. Cool it. I'm alright. Well, if you say so. Tell me if there's anything I can do to help, okay? Yeah, okay. Actually. Yes, Jack? What is it? What's the date today, do you know? Oh, just that. You don't want to maybe ride me up and down this room? It's August the 3rd. I see, thank you. Anything else? I shrugged. Well, okay then. I have to go now, other patients, you know. But I'll be back in a bit, don't worry. Anna leans down and pecks me on the lips. Well, lucky day! Bye-bye. It's gonna be one of them hospital visits. Alright. Start of journal, August 3rd. I'm going to kill someone. Alright. Probably. Her name is Anna. Oh, you're gonna murder Anna, huh? She seems nice. She seems like a nice lady, accommodating. I don't want to do it. I'm not a violent man, but what else can I do? It would be wrong to let her live, right? Why? But I can't kill her just yet. I'm too weak. I tested my grip strength today. I wrapped a hand around my wrist and squeezed. I couldn't make it hurt at all, not even a little bit. But it doesn't matter much. Even if I was strong enough to go through with it, I'd still have to wait. I can't do anything until I know Grace is safe. Grace. It hurts to think about her. I want to tell her I'm sorry. I'm so sorry I got her involved. Please be safe, Grace. Grace, 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 Grace. It calms me down when I write your name. Grace, Grace, Grace. I'm so sorry. What'd you do, man? What's going on here? August 4th. The journal is still here, thank God. I was afraid she would find it somehow. When I saw that she didn't, it was such a huge relief. Yeah, no shit. She found that shit, you'd go to jail. Directly. Do not pass go. I wanted to write it in it right away, but no, I didn't. I have to be patient. I write only when I'm sure Anna is not around. Not while she's walking around tending to patients, pretending she's not who she really is. Who is she really? I wonder. And it's a good thing I waited. And it's a good thing I waited. And I just read that twice. She came into the room only a few minutes after I woke up. She smiled and asked me how my night had been. I held back from telling her how I really felt about being here and about her. I mean, it's not like I can hide everything, not after what happened. But at least I can pretend I'm not planning to do what I'm going to do. And who knows, maybe she thinks I've gone back to how I was before. I haven't gone back, and I'd rather die than be like that again. But it would be nice if she believed that. She'd let her guard down. Well, it doesn't matter that much, really. Even if she finds out I'm planning on killing her, so what? So what? I'll end her life just the same. If it comes to that, I'll do it. If I need to kill Anna to save Grace, I'll do it in a heartbeat. What is going on here? This is wacky. You know what, actually? Grace doesn't even need to be saved. Yeah, Grace is fine, somewhere far away, without a care in the world, and I'm worrying over nothing. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. If only. August 5th. I haven't gained any strength back yet. Am I being impatient? I might be. The doctor thinks that for sure, that I'm being impatient. I asked him for some exercises I could do, but he told me to shut up and rest. Wow, little dick doctor. Dr. Dick. What are you in such a hurry for? He asked me. I couldn't tell him, so I didn't say anything. I'm trying to murder a bitch. Just gotta get my grip strength up so I can, you know, put her out. Take her out, choke style. My next idea was to find a weapon. I haven't seen anything good though. I'll still look out for something I could use, but haven't got my hopes up. I mean, I could rip out the needle in my arm connected to the IV drip, but I don't think that'd be a good murder weapon. No, probably wouldn't be too. That would take way too long. What then? I can't think of anything. My mind is foggy from the drugs and the pain, and god damn it, why is there always so much bullshit? Damn it, God. Why do I always have to deal with all this? Nothing I try is going to work. Deal with what? You've got, like, this hot nurse is trying to lay her vagina all over you. Just roll with it. August 5 again. I've calmed down. I can't afford to lose my nerve. Not now, of all times. No emotions. That comes when I'm safe. When we're safe. Both me and Grace. My biggest problem is not being able to walk. They've set the bones in my legs straight and everything, and it's healing in its cast, but it'll be a long time before I'm able to walk, I think. Bro, if you just focus on the healing, if you just focus on it, it'll heal faster. Do some meditations, hocus focus on your leg. It'll heal faster, and then you can get to murdering. You can get to all that murdering you've been talking about. Maybe I'll be able to walk with a crutch soon. It could help me get my strength back. I'll ask the doctor when I see him. No, you will walk again. You gotta be 100% positive. 100% in your brain, positive. I hear someone coming down the hall slowly, not in a hurry. They sound like they're wearing hospital slippers. Most likely it's a doctor and a nurse. I hope it's a nurse other than Anna. I pray that it's anyone else. The door opens, the doctor comes in, and a step behind him is a nurse that is not Anna. I sigh in relief. Oh! It's a creepy way to present this guy. Something's wrong with your face, Doc. You might need to get checked out. In a lot of pain, huh? No, it's not that, doctor. Your face is freaking me out. But, well, it can wait. Unless it's urgent. Wow, this doctor's kind of a dick, hey. Dr. Dick. Dr. Dick. It's not. Very well then. The doctor can't be over 35 years old. I don't trust him. He's wearing a golden watch and fine-looking leather shoes. He doesn't look like a doctor to me at all. More like a businessman. The doctor goes from bed to bed with the nurse, checking on the patients, spending no more than a minute with each. Because he don't give a shit. He's just trying to bang all the nurses. That's why he became a doctor anyway. He comes to my bed last. Okay, Mr. Friday. What was it again? Let me see here. He leafs through some papers and clicks his tongue. Ah, you fell. Like a like a dipshit. Yeah. How the hell did you manage to do that? Oh, these substances we found in your blood work explain that mystery. Not very clever, are you? Getting high and... Doctor, you can't say that. Oh, sue me. And you, don't do it again. Next time I won't patch you up, you hear? I'll try not to. He's being rude, but it doesn't really bother me. I've got more important things on my mind. Doctor, how long till I can start walking? At least with crutches? I don't know. What? Huh? What? Huh? You're a doctor, aren't you? My doctor? The very same. Who do you think operated on you? I look down at my leg. I'm suddenly very unsure of what I'll see when the cast comes off. Can't you at least guess when I'll be able to walk? I'd rather not. The nurse standing next to the doctor looks uncomfortable. She's holding a hand to her forehead and sighing. But why not? Don't I deserve to know? Well, a lot of factors are at play here, you see. The doctor starts moving his right hand in complex patterns. Plenty of factors can change how quickly you heal. A whole lot. So who can really say? Factors like what? Oh, so many of them. Like what? Like, well, the dialogue in this. He glances down at his papers. Like your blood pressure, which is crap, by the way. Are you stressing over something? Yes. No. No, doctor, I'm not. I'm fine. He frowns a little. Well, you'll be fine. Kick your feet back and relax. What are you in such a hurry for, anyway? You haven't got a job waiting for you outside or anything. Huh? How do you know that? Oh, well, nurse, he snaps his fingers, trying to remember. Anna? Nurse Anna, that's the one. She told me. And yes, I know about you two. No need to act surprised. You're a lucky guy, you know that? Yeah. When I first found out, I was against letting her care for you, being objective and all that stuff, you know, but she really wanted to, so I thought, whatever. And she's taking it well, so it's okay, I guess. The doctor stares off into space, then looks at me and grins. Oh, I see. It's her. What? She's the reason you want to get the hell out of here. There's a lot of confusion going on. Just, huh? What? She's the reason you want to get the hell out of here, huh? I don't blame you. There's no privacy here at all. Oh, no, I didn't. But don't be ashamed now. I get what it's like. He drops the smile. But you can't be thinking of those sorts of things. You've got to rest. All right, all right. He leaves with a thumbs up. Two of the other patients are laughing and whistling, and another one is grumbling with what must be jealousy. Idiots. My journal is pressed up against me in a new hiding spot. I've moved it 3 times now. I've got to write in it. My thoughts are burning a hole in my skull. I've got to share them with someone, even if that someone is a piece of paper. But not now. She's still out there somewhere. Anna, creeping the halls. August 6th. Damn it. God damn it all. I'm stuck here with nothing to do but lie uselessly and wait. 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 Wait and wait and wait. And all I can do is wait. Nothing to do but wait and wait and wait and wait. For how long? It's 2 hours after I've written down those words. I'm looking at the little notebook that is my journal. I've got it in my hands. I'm amazingly lucky to have it. Someone had left both the notebook and a pen in the nightstand next to my bed. I checked the nightstand's drawers on a whim, and there they were. Now they're the only things keeping me sane. There's no TV or books or... I'm not sure how sane you are, bro. It sounds like you're going crazy. Sounds like you're going a little bit nuts. I'm counting the pages I've got left in the notebook, checking how much ink there is in my pen. Nobody does that. Then she comes in and I feel my heart stop. I dig it. I dig the music. Good evening, boys. Good evening. Good evening, boys. She greets everyone, but she's only looking at me. I murmur back a hello. Meanwhile, my hands are still holding the notebook. Clutching it, actually. Yeah, you better not let her see that shit. That'd be sketch. Or maybe she's into it. Maybe she'd be into it. I can feel beads of sweat forming on my forehead. The notebook is small, very small. My hands must be hiding it from view. Or are they? If she's noticed, Anna pays it no mind. She wheels in the cart with our medication. While she's busy with the other patients, I slip the notebook and pin under my blanket, smooth it over, and lie quietly. How are you holding up, sweetie? I nearly jump at Anna's whispered words. I didn't notice her approach. Fine. I'm fine. Thanks. Jack, don't you remember what I told you? It's no good putting on a brave face. I'm here for you, okay? What's this about? Does she know? I know about everything, you see. Oh! She leans in closer. I nearly faint. Everything! Ooh. Yeah? Yes. I had a little chat with your doctor, you know, and he told me all about how much trouble you're having down there. My pee-pee? I'm having trouble with my pee-pee? As soon as I realize what she means, my tense body loosens up. Oh yeah, that. It's a bit of a problem, I guess. Oh, sweetie. Well, I'm sorry. Your health has priority over sex. But don't you worry, I'm not going anywhere. She puts her hand on my blanket, starts smoothing it out absent-mindedly. It makes me happy, though, to see you like this again. After how you acted before your accident, I thought... Never mind. Without warning, she leans in even closer. I feel her hot breath on my cheek. But since you're so eager, Jack, I promise that after you're released, I'll give you the time of your life. I'll make you finally forget all about Grace. This is all seems real and appropriate. I don't know what hospital we're in. It's just all this seems real, like, not appropriate. Her words are like a slap in the face. I can only stare back. So you still care about her? I don't like that. Someone like you and someone like her, you never should have been together in the first place. Please think only of me. After all, we were made for each other. Yeah. If I do, I promise. If I promise I'll be with you, always. Will you leave Grace out of this? No, that's no good. I can't do that. Just your asking that, it shows me you're still thinking about her. She hasn't got anything to do with this, with what you did to me and what I'll do to you. So leave her out of it. Are you holding her somewhere? At least that's good. At least that girl's good for one thing. Thanks to her, you've been a good boy, even though you're still so confused. Anna, please. I'm close to crying, like a little bitch. I want to tear my hair out. Anna smiles again. Fine, sweetie, I'll promise I won't hurt her. As long as you do one thing for me. Do you know what that is? I do. Of course I do. It's something she's been telling me to do for ages, since before I got here. She's like a broken record. You want me to remember everything? Yep. Oh, I can't wait. When you do that, everything will be perfect. We'll be together again forever. So promise you'll remember. I promise I'll try. No. That's not good enough. You promised you'd try before and look where that got us. Tell me you'll do it. I promise. I'll recall it all. Ha! Good. We'll work on that when you get out of here, but if your memory comes back to you before then, tell me before you tell anyone else, okay? Bye-bye for now. Wow, you creepy. She wheels out the cart, glancing back one last time with that eerie look of hers. I can't tell her I already remember. I've known since before my injury. I've known that when we were both children, No, I can't tell her. If I do that, she wins and Grace dies. And maybe I die too. I can't win by playing along with Anna's delusions. August 7th. I can't just sit here waiting. I've got to wait, and I will, but I feel like I can't wait either. Whoa. Those drums came out of nowhere. It's like a fucking action scene. Some Half-Life shit going on. I'm doing nothing and it's eating me up. If a stomach is empty long enough, it starts eating itself. Do you know that? I know that. 'Cause I'm a smart boy. If I don't do something right now, I'm afraid I might go crazy. Okay. I'm going to write down everything that happened. Maybe that'll help me make sense of things. Right now, my thoughts are buzzing together in my mind like flies around a turd. I want my mind to be clear, to do what I'm going to do, and to do it properly. My mind needs to be clear, unclouded. This notebook is small, but I think I've got enough space to write everything down. It's not a long story, so here it goes. Everything. Here we go. Here it goes. There's the grocery store, fully stocked. Wow, what an image. I met her again after so many years in the store where I worked. Grace wasn't there at the time. It wasn't a coincidence that Anna visited the store when she did. It couldn't have been. She must have been following me. Stalkery. The first time she came in, I was at the cash register. She walked straight up to me, cutting in line. An old woman was busy counting her change and didn't complain. Nobody else complained either. Pretty girls get away with everything, you know? Annie stood there a while staring at me. Then she said, "No." No, I can't do this. I can't start here. I can't do it. There's already too much of that woman in my life. I've got to start with something else, someone I miss. Grace. Oh, Grace. Grace was a girl who worked at the same store I worked at. She was, and still is, a kind, sweet girl. She's a little quiet, but that's perfectly fine. I hated that bitch. I hated most people and most things. I was a real asshole. Yeah. Still are. I didn't spend time with other people. Whenever a coworker invited me somewhere, I'd turn them down. I didn't chat with anyone during breaks either. It was just how I was, how I'd always been. I avoided Grace too, of course. She tried to talk to me a few times, but then I started avoiding her even more. I only took shifts I thought she wouldn't take. The times we still ended up working together, I stayed as far away from her as I could. It worked for a while. Then came the day we talked, really talked, for the first time. Check out my titties! You like them? I was restocking the shelves alongside an old, greasy, long-haired man when Grace came along. Didn't even look at her. I just crawled along on the ground, apparently, just slithered out right along the ground like a snake. Instead, I became very interested in stacking cans of food onto the lower shelves. I waited for her to leave. Dawn? Can you switch with me? Alright, Dawn. You can go help Susie. I already did the bottom shelves there. Dawn, the old man, thanked her and left. And Grace started working next to me. A minute went by. I found that I couldn't work in peace. Just her being there made me upset. I had to say something. I'm fine on my own. If you want to take a break or something, you can. I'm fine on my own. Oh no, I don't mind doing this. I see. Can't you take a hint? I thought then. It's his back, you know. What? Don's back hurts a lot, so I asked him to switch. Oh, I see. He has trouble with the lower shelves, so I get it. I didn't do it to bother you, I swear. I said, I get it. Okay. We went on restocking in silence for about another minute. I know you don't like me very much, so I thought you might think I was bothering you on purpose, so I'm sorry. I sighed. Who says I don't like you? Huh? Don't you? You're always avoiding me. Yeah, don't take that personally. That's just how I am. I don't care about other people. Fucking dumbass. Wow. If I could go back in time and punch myself in the mouth, I would. Punch yourself now. So you like me? What? No, I didn't say that. Get a clue. You idiot. Ha ha, just kidding. We didn't talk for the rest of the day, so I thought that was that. She'll leave me alone, I thought, now that she knows I prefer it this way. But she didn't. I've always thanked my lucky stars that she didn't leave me alone after that. Maybe she should have, though. Yeah, probably. I hope she can forgive me. Writing about the past has been a good idea. Right now it doesn't even bother me where I am, who I'm with, and thinking of Grace, remembering the way she smiled, is giving me courage. She got hurt because of me, so I will do anything to make her happy and safe. The weather was nice out today. The sky was blue. There is a tiny window on the wall to my left. I can look through it if I twist my head around. That small patch of the sky is the only beautiful thing around here. That and my memories of her. I mean, Anna's pretty hot too. Let's get real. Anna's pretty hot. She might be crazy. I'm not really sure what's going on with her, but I mean, if we're just looking at the outer layer, she's pretty hot. So she's okay to look at. Hi, Jack. Hi. A beautiful morning, isn't it? Let's give it our all today. Okay? Yep, let's do that. Your uniform is kind of all wrinkly, isn't it? Fuck off. I'm just trying to fucking do my shit in peace. Remember? You're gonna get on me about wrinkles? Yeah, it is. I haven't got an iron, so... Well, don't you have a dryer? Fluff it in the dryer, bro. It's 2020. Who has an iron anymore? Geez, you're really hopeless, aren't you? I wouldn't go that far. I could iron your clothes for you if you said pretty please. I know what you're getting at. After that one time, Grace started coming up to me more and more and talking to me more and more. More and more and more and more. It was a gradual thing, just hello and more and goodbye and more, how are you doing at first. Eventually they grew to full conversations. Well, I say full conversations, they were still pretty bare bones. I noticed how friendly she was being, of course, but I didn't push her away. I couldn't tell why I didn't do that. It's probably those titties, bro. Probably those titties all up in your face. I surprise myself every day by not telling her to screw off. Hey, Jack. There's this bar just down the road. I hear it's a good place to go. So how about we go there after work today? To relax. And when she asked me out for drinks, I surprised myself further by saying, sure. Maybe afterwards I'll snack on those titties. She just can't contain them. They're very wide. They go out to here's. How do you like it here? Is it nice? It's alright, I guess. I don't really know, honestly. I don't go to places like this. Oh, well, I don't either. Not a lot. But I thought it'd be fun, you know? Grace ordered a Jack and Coke. I didn't know what to get, so I asked for one too. It's classic. It's a good choice. Our drinks came quickly. They were cool and pleasantly sweet, but I couldn't enjoy mine. I was in a bad mood. It's like you're always in a bad mood, Jack. The booz'll clear that right up. The waitress had giggled while taking my order, and I took it as an insult, or it was something else just as dumb. I can't remember exactly. Ah, feels good to relax after a long day at work, doesn't it? I grumbled. What is it, Jack? Nothing. I sipped my drink. Something's bothering you, isn't it? I said it's nothing. Jack's a very reclusive boy. I'm just not cut out for this stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. You don't have to drink if you don't want to. I don't mean that. I mean all this. I gestured at everything around us. This is everything. Fuck it. Fuck it all. Doing things with people. I mean, I hear you. I get it. Huh? Why? You wouldn't get it even if I explained. We're just too different. I've had it rough in life. Really? I'm sorry to hear that. But that doesn't mean you can't enjoy yourself now. Well... It would be a shame not to do fun things just because of that. No, what I'm saying is, it's just not fun for me. I don't like this. How can you say that? We've barely even been here for 10 minutes. I just know. She didn't seem happy I said that. So you want to leave? I hadn't actually thought of leaving. I just complained to complain. Tisk. Well, you can't leave. Not yet. Oh yeah? Yes! If you keep going like this, you're never gonna have any fun in life. So promise me you'll at least give being with me a chance. You want me to stay here longer? Yes. At least another hour. A whole hour? Please? Who is this fucking guy? Fine. Fine. I can do an hour. Thank you. You won't regret it. Yeah, sure. Who would want to... Why does she want to hang out with me? She should be the one that wants to bounce the fuck out of here. Jack sounds like a giant major buzzkill. It seemed like such a long time. There was a clock on the wall opposite me. I was going to stare at it for the whole hour, counting down the minutes. So yeah. Dull fucking Jack. Then when the hour passed, I would get up and leave. Simple as that. But then something happened. Grace shrunk. Grace was having trouble. I had never seen her so awkward. She was stammering, struggling to find stuff to talk about. I realized it was because I was just sitting there, barely saying anything. Yeah, why would she stay? I was acting all grumpy too. That couldn't have helped. Back in the store with so many distractions around us, it had been easy for her to chat with me every so often, a few words here and there. I hadn't had to do much back then besides nod. Sitting down, talking face to face, it simply couldn't work like that. After more than a few failed attempts to get the ball rolling, Grace gave up. Good. As she should. You fucking dick. She sat there looking at her drink instead of me. She was most likely working up the courage to end this early. In just a few minutes, I'd be free to leave. I found I couldn't stand that, so I started talking. I said the first thing that came to mind, no matter how stupid. I don't know why I did it. It feels so unlike me, both feeling bad for someone and talking with no filter, or unlike the past me. Maybe I was finally warming up to Grace, or maybe it was the alcohol. It was definitely the alcohol, 100%. I don't know, maybe it was both. The reason doesn't matter, what matters is that it happened. Back then there was a part of me that never relaxed, no matter what. No, it wasn't even a part of me, pretty much all of me was like that. Like a fist that wouldn't unclench. But now I found I could relax it little by little by little, and before I knew it, I really was having fun in this girl's presence, talking to her, laughing with her, simply spending time with her. What happened? What did we talk about? I don't remember. What I do remember is that I had more fun than I'd had in years. When the hour passed, I didn't say anything. We stayed there for hours longer. Oh, so happy! I do remember one thing we talked about, actually. We somehow got on the topic of family. What is your family like, Jack? I can't say. Oh, I see. You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to. I'm sorry I asked. I'm kind of not on speaking terms with my family either. Why is that? That's, actually I don't really talk with other people all that much or hang out with them. Well, outside of work. I'm kind of alone a lot of the time. What? Really? Yeah, haha. This surprised me. I was surprised a lot back then. I never thought Grace was anything like me. But you're so friendly with people at the store. That's all it is. It's not that I wouldn't like to spend more time with them, but I don't know. It feels like if I let them in, they're going to turn out not nice. But you're different. Am I? You're just trying to get by. I don't think you'd use someone. God, when I say it like that, it doesn't sound right at all. You must think I'm really weird. I'm sorry. No, I don't think you are. It makes sense, what you said. Really? Thank you, Jack. I really hoped you'd understand, and I'm so happy that you do. I really feel like you're someone I can trust. Girl, I'm gonna murder your ass. I don't know if you can trust me. I'm a murderous person. We went for drinks again next week, and then once more the week after. She was wearing the same shit. I started to wonder if she actually did laundry. We went for drinks again. Oh, I'm rereading shit. But the week after that, we had dinner together at a greasy little restaurant where we could afford to eat. Yeah, it looks like she can't afford a fancy place. I tried to impress her by ordering wine. I'd never had wine. It was disgusting, but I had guessed it would be disgusting, so I forced my way through a glass anyway. I even said it was delicious. I'm a gosh dang liar. Then Grace tried some, told me it was spoiled. She teased the hell out of me for that. I wasn't bitter about it, I laughed along. Strange how quickly people can change sometimes. Soon we started going out more often to bars, cheap restaurants, places like that. Places that dirty people go. We took a lot of walks together too, and one time we even went to the movies. Wow. After about a month of this, I asked Grace if she'd be my girlfriend. Will you be my girlfriend? What, am I not your girlfriend already? Oh. And that's how it went. Oh, okay. Gosh. Simple. A few weeks later, she told me what had happened to her back when she still lived with her family. I'd known for a while that something had happened, something she hadn't shared with anyone before. But when she told me what it was, a few of the things she said, no, I shouldn't write it down here. It feels wrong. It's not mine to tell. What if someone found this journal? It's a fucking journal. You're the only one that reads it. Why? You can write whatever the fuck you want in your journal. I'd never imagined she was living with such a burden. When I found out, I felt crushed. I know. God, I feel like an idiot. And after I told you I'd had it rough. No, it's fine. Don't feel bad about it, please. You've got your troubles and I've got mine. I know, but can't we do something? There's nothing to do. It's all over now. All I can do is keep looking forward, you know? I hugged her and told her how brave she was for telling me. I told her I'd protect her, keep her safe forever, and I meant it. And I failed her, but that comes later. For now, I figured I should tell her what my own troubles had been. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. It's okay. I do want to. I'd managed to keep quiet about my past. I had only alluded to things. Now I told her everything. It wasn't a long story. What? Nothing? You don't remember anything? Okay, it's not exactly nothing, but my teen years are fuzzy, and everything before that, it's like it doesn't exist. What about your family? I don't know. Maybe I had one. I was in a lot of institutions before I turned 18. Oh, Jack. I'll tell you about those times if you want, but there's not a lot to tell. Nothing really ever happened to me. I wish I could tell you everything about my life, I really do, but I can't. That's fine. I guess it's not fine. They never mean that when they say everything's fine. It's not fine. Did you ever try to find out? About my life before then? Yeah. Oh, what's going on? I didn't. Why not? I don't know. I just never felt like it, I guess. Jack's quite the wordsmith. I must have known even back then that some memories are best left buried. I'm sure I would like to remember if I couldn't. But you're fine with it? Yeah. Well, okay. Tell me about the times you can remember then. So I went on to tell her about the few bland memories I had. Blah, 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 blah. August 10th. I could write about all the talks we had, about the first night we spent together, about looking for an apartment and then finding it, about moving in, about pretty much anything that only involved the two of us, but I think it's time to move on. This isn't a feel-good journal after all. It's a feel-bad journal. 'Cause I'm a whiny little boy. It was a Thursday, coming up to a year since Grace and I started dating. I was at the cash register. Grace wasn't in the store. An old lady was counting her change slowly and with trembling hands when Anna walked in. Oh, we're back to Anna now. Creepy heartbeats. Anna didn't buy anything. She went for the register towards me, empty-handed. The sight of her approaching made my heart start beating like mad. My head hurt. I knew the moment I saw her that she meant trouble. Jack? My God, is that you, Jack? She had the nerve to pretend she'd stumbled upon me by accident, like she hadn't tracked me down this piano. Oh, girl. Take some more lessons. Woof. But I didn't have it together. I couldn't see through her acting. I was confused, panicking, not sure why. Excuse me, miss? Is it you? Please don't cut in line, miss. It's not fair to the other customers. The old lady was still tackling her massive coin. She didn't seem to notice much around her. Don't play silly with me, Jack. It's you, isn't it? Yes, my name is Jack, but you've got me confused with somebody else. There's a lot of Jacks out there. Oh, come on. You're you, all right. I put a hand on the counter to steady myself. She reached out as if to place her hands on mine. I jerked my hand back like she was going to bite me. It's me. It's Anna. Don't you remember your old friend? No, we've never met. I guess it has been a while. 15 years? Not me. Must be someone else. Woof. Anna stared right at me. Through me. Yeah, I'll say. I thought I'd either boil or freeze. Sure it's you. Let's go somewhere and talk about old times. I know a great restaurant just 2 streets over. Look, lady. Even if I was this friend of yours, I have a job to do. So let me get on with it. You're bothering the customers. The customers weren't bothered one bit. They were fine with it. If they hated anyone, it was probably me, after all. I was being so rude to this pretty, charming girl who only wanted to talk to her friend. Yeah, but she's being weird. She's being pretty pushy about a situation. If you went up to somebody and you were like, oh, hey, you're Jack, right? And that person was like, no, I'm not Jack. You'd be like, no, I'm not this person that you're thinking about. Then you back off, you leave, right? You don't keep pushing. No, I know it's you. I know it's you, buddy. So she's crazy. She's acting wackos. That's a good point, Jack. What are you doing in this place? It's a pile of trash. Someone like you doesn't belong here. I was through trying to reason with her. I crossed my arms and said nothing, hoping she wouldn't notice that my heart was pounding way too fast. Anna gave me a good hard look. Yeah, that's pretty hard. That's a pretty hard look. So that's how it is. I'll see you later, Jack. Ooh. She's gonna do something. I let out a long breath I hadn't noticed I was holding. I felt awful. Even worse, I felt Anna had been right. There had definitely been something familiar about her, but I didn't want to find out more. Next time she comes in, I'll treat her the same way, I told her myself. I told myself. Guessing correctly, there'd be a next time. Guessing wrongly, that it'd be at the store. I'll do it again and again until she gives up. I don't know what she wants, but I won't give an inch. The old lady cried out. She'd found a quarter. Whoopee! How! I got it! I've got it, the monies! It's weird, isn't it, how I just write today's date like that and then go right to telling about something that happened months ago? I should write down when that stuff happened, but it was so long ago I don't think I can remember the exact dates. Ah, who cares? This is only for me anyway. It can be a jumbled mess. That's right. Sometimes I feel like I should write more about what's happening now, but nothing is happening, so fuck it. When I told Grace about the girl who called herself Anna and who called me Jack even though we didn't wear name tags, she took it like it was a good news. That's amazing, Jack. She must have recognized you from childhood. She said 15 years, didn't she? That's right from the time you can't remember. I don't know. She might be some sort of scam artist. I just come up with that idea of Anna being a scam artist. It seemed a good enough excuse not to go near her again. Yeah, right. Come on, Jack. At least give her the benefit of the doubt. I don't need her, Grace. I've got you and that dingy-ass sweatshirt. Jack, I'm not telling you to sleep with her. Don't be so rude to her next time, okay? I wasn't being rude. You so were. Okay, so what if I was? It's not fair to her. She seems like a nice girl. Grace, you have no idea. She was ominous. She had an ominous aura around her. And don't you think it'd be good for you, too? To be friends with her? No, not really. She could tell you about your past. Then maybe some things would start making sense. You could put whatever happened behind you. But nothing happened. Something must have happened, Jack. People don't... Grace fell silent. Instead of continuing, she started running her fork through the peas on her plate. We were having dinner. People don't what? Well, people don't do that at night unless something happened to them. Don't do what at night? I keep telling you, it must be some weird kind of insomnia. Nothing more. Sleeping pills don't work on it. Something will, eventually. But why not try this? The memories you have, it's like they want out. I think they should get out, too. Then you won't be scared of whatever happened anymore. And how does that work exactly? You'll be able to face it properly. It's helped me a lot, you know, thinking about what happened to me, seeing it's not so bad as I thought it was. I stubbornly refused to answer and went on eating like there hadn't been a conversation at all. What Grace had referred to was something I'd only recently found out. Apparently I shouted and kicked at night a lot. Woof. Sometimes I all out screamed. Oh, that'd be the worst. Night terrors and things of that nature. Or you could be like, Mike Birbiglia is a stand-up comedian and he has to sleep in a sleeping bag with mittens on because he'll like get up and do shit and hurt himself, so he's got to like fully cocoon himself so he doesn't fuck his shit up. That would be just such a terrible thing to have to deal with, I would imagine. I don't know. Maybe I still do all that, who knows? Maybe the staff and patients here are too polite to point it out. No, I don't screep at night anymore. I'm fairly sure I don't. Though that's not to say I can sleep all that well. Funny how at one point something like that was the biggest problem in my life. It was so long ago, or at least it feels like so long ago. So much has happened since then. Anyway, the morning after I would wake up sweaty and tired, but it wasn't until Grace told me about the screaming that I found out why. Grace said it happened about once a week. It really freaked her out the first few times it happened, but then she got used to it. Yeah, it'd be pretty freaky, I think. Someone thrashing about next to you. Scare the shit out of you. Or as used to it as you can get. Makes me feel like an asshole realizing how nonchalant I was about it. Screaming every few nights in my sleep was, I felt, a small price to pay so I wouldn't have to bother with the past. But it didn't matter, in the end, if I decided to face the past or not. Either way, it was coming. The second time Anna and I met as adults, we were neighbors. Oh, okay. I was coming back home from a morning shift at the store. I went into our building up to the second floor down the hall to mine and Grace's door, and I froze. There was someone standing in front of our door. It was her. Anna. Jack? Oh goodness, what are you doing here? Don't tell me you... She pointed at the door as if to ask if I lived there. Yes, that's my apartment. As you damn well know, you crazy. The hallway air felt warm and stale, soup-like. What are you doing here? I was going to say hello to my new neighbor. So, hello. Wait, huh? And here. She pushed something into my hands. It was a plate wrapped in plastic wrap. There was something brown on the plate. It was a giant pile of shit. Brownies! I'm sure you'll like them, Jack. Shit brownies? But we're not neighbors. I spat the words out. Yes, we are. I'm right over there. Anna showed me to the door to the right of mine. Ah, that place had been empty for weeks. I'm pretty sure the guy who lived there before that was a heroin addict. He didn't seem so bad now. He probably wasn't bad before. I'm pretty sure those them heroin addicts just keep themselves. What an amazing coincidence then. Though, to think we'd end up living so close by again. It's not a coincidence, is it? Pardon? Come on, really? What are you trying to do? It's obvious you planned this. There's no way something like this could happen by accident. Anna laughed. It was a sound like a fork scraping a plate. Well? You can believe it's a coincidence, or you can believe it's not. Either way, we'll be seeing each other pretty often. Enjoy the brownies! Thanks. I'm not a big fan of sweet stuff, but I'm sure Grace will love them. Grace? Who's Grace? My girlfriend. I pointed at the door with my thumb. We live together. My idea was that in case she was acting like this because she was interested in me, I'd gently tell her I was taken. Grace. Yes. She must be a nice girl. The best I've ever known. She's lucky to have you. It's the other way around. Well, it's been nice chatting. I'll say hi to Grace for you. I should go in and say hello myself. No need. And she's not here right now. But... Bye. I pretended to unlock the door. It was already unlocked because Grace was home. I slipped in and shut the door in Anna's face. In the apartment, I found I could breathe freely again. Son of a bitch. Talk to this girl? Be friends with her? Not a chance. She creeped the hell out of me. Writing all this down, I can see why Grace thought I was overreacting. The plain facts of it don't seem that bad at all. A friend I hadn't seen in years noticed me at my workplace, talked with me a bit, and then happened to move in right next to me. But I knew right from the start that there was something off about her. That's not something to ignore. Paranoid? Yeah. But in this case, I was right to be paranoid. It's because I let my guard down that all that shit happened. Still no word from the doctor about when I'll be able to get out of here. In fact, I haven't seen him in days. I hope he's just busy. What if something happened to him? It's the paranoia talking again. No, that's not paranoia. That's plain stupid. Anna can't make a doctor disappear and get away with it. But I've got to say, if this doctor did disappear, it wouldn't be much of a loss to the hospital, I think. I'll have to ask him to give me some neck exercises I can do. My neck hurts from craning my head to the side all the time to look at the sky. Well, at least the weather's bad now. I'm not looking there as much. It's weird how a little neck pain is causing me trouble with how broken and battered the rest of me is. No, I probably shouldn't mention my neck to him. They might up my dosage, and what'll I do then, with my brain turned into mush? Maybe then I'd be happy. In any case, I have things to do and I need a clear mind to do them. I hope that what I'm writing makes sense. I hope I haven't gone down the rabbit hole already and all I'm doing is scrawling line after line of meaningless chicken scratch. But that'd be pretty funny, I guess, in a pretty unfunny way. That doesn't make sense, Jack. That doesn't even make a lick of sense. August 12th. Anna's brownies were tasty. I didn't have any, but Grace said so. I wanted to throw the brownies into the trash, but Grace caught wind of them too quickly. She's like a bloodhound when it comes to sweet stuff, chocolate especially, and then, of course, I had to explain where I'd got them. Huh, weird. I know, right? There's no way it's a coincidence. Yeah, it must be a sign. A sign of what? That she's stalking me? You know it is weird that she was stalking me since she knew where I lived, but that she didn't know about Grace. I mean, she couldn't have known, with how surprised she was. I don't think she was acting. Was it just a coincidence then? No, absolutely not. That I refuse to accept. I think I'll go say hi. I could make something for her, too. Do we have any butter left? I want to bake her cookies. Yeah, and then you'll eat most on your own. Jeez. Hey! I don't see the point of going to visit her, though. We'll see more than enough of her anyway. We live so close by. We're neighbors. We're neighbors! I want us to get started on the right foot. And maybe she and I could be friends. I think that'd be nice. I wrapped my arms around her. Of course, you deserve that, but please find a friend that's not her. Why? Once again, I couldn't properly explain why. I couldn't put it down as anything more than a hunch, a gut feeling I'd get whenever I was near her. I've at least got to see her for myself, to see if she's really such a horrible person. Trust me, you're better off without it. The next day in the afternoon, I was lying down on our sofa. I was nursing a headache that had been with me since the morning. Grace told me she'd be right back. She went out of the apartment with something in her hands, and then the smell of freshly baked cookies wafted out of the kitchen. So, this is too much reading out loud for me. I'm not used to it. I'm starting to blur my words together. It still took me about 2 minutes to piece the puzzle together. Ah, shit, I whispered. Ah, shit. I was immediately up. Not good, not good. Panic struck me harder than I would expect. It was like, with Grace seeing Anna all by herself, some vulnerable part of me was exposed. I wanted to bring Grace back and lock the door and keep her safe and never ever let her out of my sight. But I also didn't want to go in there. I just stood there, head in my hands, wondering what the hell to do. Nothing, just let it happen. All at once I was telling myself to go there, you coward, but also to stay here, you idiot, and somewhere far away a tiny little voice, very tiny, very little, was telling me I was overreacting. Whoa. Then there came the sound of glass breaking. It had come from, where else? Anna's apartment. I went to the wall that separated our apartments. Now there was no sound at all, nothing to explain the crash. I finally overcame my cowardice. I dashed out from our apartment to hers. When I got there, I saw broken glass and blood and Grace kneeling down, and Anna stood above her, and they were both smiling. They stopped when they noticed me there, out of breath and confused. Jack? Hi, Jack. Did you decide to join us? No, what the hell is going on? This? Anna waved her hand at the floor, at all the bits of glass, white ceramic, actually. There were also scattered cookies and drops of blood. Yes, that! Just looking at the blood made me feel sick, like I was going to throw up, but I couldn't peel my eyes away from it. I've always been like that around blood. I've never had the stomach for it. Grace was picking up the broken pieces of ceramic. There was a little accident. An accident? Yes, what else? Grace, what happened? It's my fault, really. The cookies were hotter than I thought, so I dropped the whole plate. And it was Anna's plate, too. Be careful, Grace. Be careful, Grace. You might cut yourself. She's cut herself already, look! Huh? She only now seemed to notice the blood around her. But I... Grace checked her hands, turned them around a few times to see from every angle, but found no cuts there. It's not me. It's my blood. What? Anna was, I just noticed, holding her left hand tightly with her right. There was a little blood still trickling from between her knuckles. No, no! Grace's hands hovered around Anna's. She looked willing to help, but afraid she'd do something wrong. How did this even happen? I tried to pick up some of the pieces. They're pretty sharp, aren't they? Hang on, Anna, I'm fine. I don't need you to do anything. The way Anna said that was forceful, almost harsh. Grace backed away. I could still help. She remembered I was there. Jack, go get some gauze. we have gauze? Oh, useless! Frustrated, more frustrated than I'd ever seen her before, Grace ran off to get the gauze herself. She left me there in the belly of the beast. I tried being polite. Shame about the cookies. A real shame. I didn't get to eat a single one. Just pick them up off the floor and eat some. Floor's not that dirty. What are you, a germaphobe? Just pick them up and eat them anyways. Well, actually... She picked one up with the free fingers on her left hand. Some of her blood got on the cookie. Before I could say anything, she ate it in one bite. Jesus. It's not bad at all. They're still warm. Do you want one? I'll pass. God, you make me sick. That's pretty fucking direct there, Jack. You make me sick, you fucking stranger. That's not a very nice thing to say, Jack. If anyone else said it. But I'll forgive you. She licked her lips. I should have left, but I was like a frog being stared down by a snake. I wonder what's taking Grace so long. She must be flustered, poor girl. So much worry about a teeny little cut. It's not serious? It's not. How do you know? I've seen a lot of cuts, Jack. I can imagine. Anna laughed. I'm a nurse. That I couldn't imagine. Still hard to believe, though. I see proof of it every day. There's a lot of blood. You don't believe me? Look. She showed me her hand. The cut ran from the base of her thumb towards the middle of her hand. The wound was thin but long and ragged. The skin around the wound was pale and moist, showing how fresh the cut was. Well, you really got up close and did an inspection there, didn't you, Jack? I could have puked. Oh, does it look bad? Don't worry, it won't even scar. Stop that! Stop what? You're really, I don't remember what I was going to say. It wasn't nice in any case. What stopped me was Grace coming back. Sorry, there wasn't any gauze. Here. She brought a roll of pink toilet paper. I hope this is good enough. Thank you, Grace, but I don't need it. You don't? No, see? The blood stopped. Anna flashed me a smile. The corners of her mouth were still red. Was there that much blood on the cookie? August 13th. Good day today. Didn't see Anna once. But enough of that. After what happened where I left off yesterday, I was sure Grace and I were on the same page. But no. But no. In the end, I was the one who cleaned up that bloody mess on the floor. I threw away the cookies before Anna could get her hands on any more. Back in our apartment, Grace let out a long sigh. What a mess, am I right? Yeah, and it was all my fault. I meant Anna. You did just meet her, right? Yes. And? Well, I can see why you've been avoiding her, if that's what you mean. Thank you. She's beautiful. I thought she would be some shy little girl or a crazy cat lady or something, but she's like a model. What? No. Don't try to deny it, Jack. It's why you don't want to go near her, isn't it? You want to get all up in those titties. You don't want to be tempted. I shook my head. I really didn't see her that way. Now, with a little more perspective, I can say it's true. What a waste of good looks. She's much more beautiful than me. Hey, don't say that. She's not. She is. Grace dropped her gaze to stare at her hands. And she wasn't mad that I ruined her plate. She wasn't scared of the blood, either. She's just so... I took her hands in mine. They were cold. Grace? Jack? You're beautiful and kind. More beautiful and kind than any other girl in the world. I'm lucky as hell to have you. My cheeks burned. I must have looked like a tomato. Like a big fat tomato. I wasn't used to saying stuff like this. I mean it. So don't say stuff like that, okay? Oh. Grace blinked like she'd just woken up. Oh. I've been saying a lot of dumb stuff, I guess. I'm sorry. I'm a real hassle, huh? No, don't say that. And you don't say you're sorry either. You've done nothing to feel sorry for, other than wear that sweatshirt for months on end. She apologized way too often. August 15th. Alright. Take a little break on this. We'll get back to it. See what's going on in this weird little love triangle thing we got going on. So I will see you on the next episode of